Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading for the month of June. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you want a private reading with me, all the links for that and all the details for that will be in the description box below this video. Aquarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge is the Eight of Swords. Okay. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands upright. Now, before I get into your reading, I just want to let you know that I've been doing readings all day today. And I keep getting the Five of Wands energy, which is telling me that a lot of people are confronting challenges, conflicts, arguments, because things are going to be shaken up in June. June is going to be that month where everything shakes, is just, it's like everything's being shaken up. So yeah, there's something here that you need to be aware of. I feel like if you clicked on this reading, it's definitely the reading that you need to hear at this time. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Your challenge for June is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is talking about feeling alone, feeling as if you don't know where to turn, feeling as if you are in this place of uncertainty in your life. You feel stuck. You feel uncertain. Some of you feel that you don't have the support that you believe that you need to have. You feel that you're doing everything by yourself. This is your biggest challenge. But one of the things that you have to remember is even though you feel this challenge of things in your life drying up, things not working out for you, there's things that you don't see that are going to come into your life that are going to bring a lot of abundance to you. You just have to figure out a way to get out of the situation that you're in. Some of you are literally stuck. You're in a situation that's just, it might be an abusive situation. It might be a situation where, you just feel stuck. You feel captive in the situation and you just don't know how to release yourself from it. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to get clarification on your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, Aquarius, you have the Lovers, you have the Temperance, and you have the Four of Pentacles. So in the recent past, there was a relationship that you were very attracted to. You were dealing with somebody here that you truly felt that you were in love with this person. You felt this feeling of, yeah, this is my person. This is who I'm meant to be with. This is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. And it took you some time to really trust and believe that this person was the one. But no matter what happened between you and this person, you continued to hold on to them. Okay, so this is what I feel happened for you in the past. Now, in the present moment, you have the High Priestess, you have the Five of Pentacles, and you have the Tower. So there's something in your life, okay, and your intuition is screaming at you. I did a reading a couple of days on this, and the reason why the similar energies are coming up again for you is because some of you haven't heeded the advice in the readings that you've been watching. There's been a lot of readings that you've been watching. Maybe you've been doing your own readings at home and the same energies keep coming up. Okay. What's happening in the present moment is something in your life is crumbling, a relationship particularly. Okay. You're dragging somebody along with you and this person doesn't really want to do the things that you want to do. They don't really want to do the things that you want to do. They don't really see your vision. They don't really feel in alignment with your goals. And the Tower is here, right? And the Tower is indicating that a relationship, regardless if it's romantic or not, it's falling apart because there wasn't a solid foundation in the past. There was a lot of infatuation in the past. There was a lot of this physical attraction, but it simply wasn't enough to maintain the relationship. And this is why intuitively in the present moment, many of you are hearing voices in your head or your intuition is screaming at you saying, look, something in your life right now isn't stable. There's something in your life that isn't stable. It needs to be addressed. It hasn't been addressed. Okay. And I do feel that you may decide to completely abandon a situation here in the present moment that simply isn't in alignment with you anymore. Okay. And we're going to talk about that and we're going to see why that's showing up for you in a moment. In the near future, you have the Hierophant, the Three of Swords, and you have the World. So in the near future, a cycle is coming to an end for you. Okay. A relationship, a marriage is coming to an end, and it hurts you a lot, but there's a reason why this is happening. And we're going to talk about it and see what it is that you really need to know in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Wands. What you don't realize, in the near future, in terms of what you don't see coming in your life, what you're going to realize is a conflict that ensues between you and a specific group of people or a specific person is actually a part of your destiny. Some of you have been avoiding a conflict. Why? Because, you want everything to be perfect. You want everything to be status quo. You don't want to have a conflict. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. I don't want to have a conflict. No. Oh. You don't want to have a conflict. But what you don't realize, Aquarius, the star, what you don't realize is that for you to reach your full potential and for you to tap into your highest frequency and your destiny, you will have to express yourself. You will have to express your needs, wants, and desires. Otherwise, how do you expect to get there? How do you expect to achieve something? If you're dissatisfied with something, why aren't you speaking up about it? And you can pretend like something here doesn't bother you until the Tower moment happens. And that's why it's happening in the present moment. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification. Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius. Okay, your challenge. You have the Eight of Swords, which is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Justice. Okay. So your biggest challenge here for the month of June has a lot to do with the Justice card. This is talking about Saturn. Saturn, by the way, is your ruler. It is one of your rulers other than Uranus. Before they discovered Uranus in the sky, your designated ruler was Saturn for the sign of Aquarius. So the Justice card is talking about Saturn here, which is connected to the sign of Libra. And what you may not realize is things are going to change for you. Your luck is going to change in June. Okay. As soon as Saturn moves out of Pisces, it's going to create a new energy for you. A new beginning is going to happen for you. And you're going to celebrate being released from a situation that's really been keeping you stagnant in your life. But one of the things that's going to be a part of your challenge is not being a victim. This is going to be a big part of your challenge because it is so easy to crawl in a corner and say, woe is me. I'm the victim. I'm the one being, treated unfairly. And you have to recognize the strength that you have within yourself to release yourself from a situation that you put yourself in. A lot of you put yourself in a situation that is not beneficial to you. And you continue to do that, hoping and praying that it's going to get better. And the truth here is that a lot of you don't see what this situation is doing to you. It is affecting your health. It is affecting your well-being. So there is some sort of change in the month of May that happened that triggered this within you. And a lot of you are going to be able to realize that your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with accepting the fact that something in your life needs to be fixed. There's something here that's wrong. It's out of place. It's not working for you anymore. You keep remaining in the situation. You keep making yourself feel stuck in the situation because you feel powerless, and you're not powerless. You're powerful. You're an Aquarius. You're able to release yourself from anything that you want. And this has a lot to do with your mind. It has a lot because you are an air sign, and the air signs are connected to the mind. So everything starts in your mind for all of us. Everything starts here. And if we believe that we can release ourselves from situations that are holding us back, that's where we need to start. Okay. So your biggest challenge here for the month of June is to recognize A, you're not a victim. B, you have bigger and better opportunities coming in. C, a situation that's been unfair to you will be set right in the month of June. And C, look at your situation from a perspective in your mind of you celebrating. Don't look at it from the perspective of, woe is me, I'm a victim, I'm never gonna get out of the situation. I want you to sit down. This is gonna be a big part of your challenge, and I'm gonna give you some homework. You're the only sign that I've given homework to this month, okay? So feel special. This month, what I want you to do, Aquarius, I want you to sit in a room, if you have the time, really dedicate just, 30 minutes of your time, 30 minutes to 1 hour if you have it. If you can't dedicate that much time to yourself, dedicate 10 to 15 minutes. I want you to find a dark room, sit in the dark room, and envision how you want your life to be. I want you to envision how you want your life to be. I want you to envision the direction of your life where, if you're in a situation now where you don't see yourself in that position, I want you to start envisioning the position that you want to see yourself in, okay? When you start to do that, you will feel a shift change for you at the end of the month, at the end of May, moving into June. Things are going to start being set right for you, and your destiny is going to be able to come into your life because you're allowing it from the mental sphere. Your biggest challenge here is to let go of being a victim. You're not a victim. You are powerful. You can release yourself from this situation, but first you have to give First, you need to give yourself the opportunity and the chance to do that, okay? And that's going to be a big part of your challenge. Okay, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Temperance. So something in your life took a very long time to come to fullness, to completion here. You have the Empress, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Many of you decided to disconnect from an earth sign here, a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Virgo, maybe a Sagittarius, Gemini, or a Libra. I'm getting Gemini more than Libra though. In the recent past, you decided to disconnect from this person because they were breadcrumbing you. They weren't seeing your value here in the past. And although they were very nurturing and loving towards you, that simply was just not enough for you, okay? Also, I feel finances were an issue here. Money was an issue also in the past. You have the Four of Pentacles, which indicates that many of you decided to hold on to this relationship. Even though you moved away from it, you still remained holding on to it, hoping that it would improve and get better. In the recent past, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, and you have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So in the recent past, there was this feeling that although you were in a relationship with this person and there was a lot of love, because of course you had this very strong magnetic feeling towards this person. There was something about this person that, you felt, ooh, this is my person, this is the one, this is who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Pentacles here, which indicates that you may have started to feel that you needed to focus on yourself. You needed to focus on your finances, getting your money up, starting to become more independent, or perhaps you expected this out of your partner because they were breadcrumbing you or expecting a lot from you here in the past. So there was a lot of this love here in the past between you and this person, but then there was also equally this energy of needing to reevaluate the connection, right? I need to look at this connection for what it is. Sure, we love each other, but does love really amount to much in this economy? I don't think so. I think, the money is really what matters. The security more or less needs to be there as well too. I mean, love should be there as well, but the security also equally needs to be there as well too. I'm seeing 1111 on the clock. Check out what 1111 means in angel numbers, because there could be an important message here about your past, okay? So what I mean to say to you is that although there was love here, what started to become an issue was the finances. And somebody here was either codependent and needed to learn how to get their own money. And this really affected the connection here in the past. You also have the Lovers here twice in the past. So again, very strong connection. There's no doubt about that. You have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. You started to tell this person, you started to give this person ultimatums, okay? Either you started to give this person an ultimatum or they started to give you an ultimatum. What do I mean by ultimatum for those of you who don't speak English or English is not your first language? An ultimatum means giving somebody options, okay? So either option A or option B, this is how things are gonna be. If you don't do this, it's almost like a threat, right? If you don't do this, I'm going to do this, right? So many of you may have said to this person, look, this is what I expect from you. If you don't do this, I'm out. I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to leave. I don't care how much you love me. I don't care how much this is a relationship. This is what I need in the past. So, the Six of Cups here in the past, this is talking about memories, right? It may have been very difficult for you to cut this person off because deep down inside, you may have said to yourself, but I love this person and they love me. And you started to realize very quickly, Aquarius, that love doesn't pay the bills. Love is not the only thing that you are looking for within a connection. And this is what created some sort of shift or changes in the relationship. So this is what I feel happened for you in the past. Let's clarify the present moment. Okay, so in the present moment, you have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is that hidden knowledge, the intuition as well. That is clarified by the World, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Somebody here is really upset in the present moment, and they just don't want to talk anymore. They've gone silent, okay? They stopped communicating, they stopped talking. The reason why this has happened is because of a third party. Maybe they found out there was cheating or lies or deception. Or if that's not the case, there's something that this person did to the other person that caused some sort of pain. And this happened in the month of May, even though this is a June read. There's something that transpired in the month of May that's been very difficult to forgive. Okay. I feel like this is you. I feel like you've stopped talking to this person, or if you're asking or wondering why this person stopped talking to you, it's because they found something out. Okay. The Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. Somebody here found something out. And when they found out, what truly was going on, it really affected them on a deep level, to the point where they feel like they need to stonewall or they need to not talk, because that's the best way to resolve the issue. Okay, so somebody here is not communicating. They see this situation as done. It's over. It's done. You have the Five of Pentacles here. That is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Many of you are going to have options after this person leaves, or after you leave. Somebody here is abandoning the situation. It's done. There's no going back. And this is why the challenge is the Eight of Swords, because some of you can't believe that this person, the relationship between you and them, is done. For some of you, this has been years. Literally, you've been with this person for 10 years for some of you. And knowing that the relationship is done has really deeply devastated you on a very deep level. But the good news here is that in the month of June, at the end of June, there's new love that's coming into your life. You meet this person through your work or some sort of collaboration. So there's no need for you to worry, because if something simply isn't meant for you, accepting that it isn't for you is going to be the key this month, right? You also have the Tower here, which is indicating that there's something in your life that's crumbling. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. For many of you, it is a romantic relationship. But if it is not a romantic relationship, this could be an environment, a home situation, maybe a work situation. Something here isn't solid and stable for you anymore. And you've really taken your time to make a decision about the situation, but the more you delay the decision that needs to be made here, the more you feel blocked off, or the more you feel that things aren't working out for you in your life. Because like I said to Capricorn, some of you are a Capricorn, or you're dealing with a Capricorn, or maybe you have Capricorn moon or a rising. When you start to ignore the things that are done in your life and you continue to try to make things work in your life that are not meant for you, what ends up happening is you actually delay what is truly meant for you. This is what the Wheel of Fortune is. Remember, as much as we think that we have control over our lives, yes, to some extent we do, but there's also things that happen in our life that is magical. And those magical things cannot happen in our lives if we're trying to force something that is not meant for us. So the question that you may need to ask yourself in the present moment is, what am I forcing constantly? What am I trying to force here to make work, to keep up appearances? I'm trying to force a situation that isn't for me, that I've been deliberating to change for quite some time now. It did already end in the past, but I revived it. And now in the present moment, I'm still trying to make it work. But over time, you're going to see, as the situation crumbles, you're going to see more and more that it isn't for you. And this is why you feel held back. This is why your challenge is the Eight of Swords. You feel held back. So that's a big part of your challenge, okay, that you need to work on. Okay, it's harsh, yeah, but so is medicine. And that's how you get better. Okay. So let's talk about the near future, Aquarius. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay, so the Hierophant, which is this marriage or commitment that's showing up in the near future, it is clear that it's toxic. If you want confirmation, there's your confirmation. Okay, beep, 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 there's your confirmation. It's in the system now, it's recorded. The Hierophant and the Devil, yeah, it's a toxic marriage. It's a toxic commitment that you're involved in the near future. And this, I feel, is not new love. Okay, so if some of you are like, but I thought I was going to meet new love. No, this is the toxic connection that you continue to hold on to. It's a toxic relationship you continue to hold on to. Yeah. You start to see the truth. Okay. How do you see the truth when it comes to this person? Through their actions. So even though this person's telling you every day, oh, I love you, Aquarius, I want to be with you, their emotions are inconsistent. Some days they're really loving and supportive towards you. Other days they're not. And this starts to make you question their true intentions. The Knight of Cups and the Moon, somebody here is concealing how they truly feel. And their actions are only how you can identify if the relationship is healthy or not. Because some of you are not quick to end the relationship unless you have full-blown confirmation that something isn't for you. And the full-blown confirmation that you seek will come in the future. And you may or may not like it. It's going to be completely up to you. Okay. 3 of Swords is telling me that some of you are going to ignore it and you're going to end up getting hurt. So you need to be careful here. You're still going to, here's what I'm getting. Okay. I'm just going to be honest with you because I can't lie. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Some of you are like a bull in a bullpen. Okay. You're just going and going and going after something that isn't for you. You're trying so hard, Aquarius, in the near future to make something work. You're literally doing anything. Some of you are doing spells, like you're manipulating the reality to try to make this work. And what you're going to realize, and this is happening for a lot of people, it's just going to come to an end. It is going to come to an end and you're still going to be there, beating a dead horse. I think that's the saying, right? Is that the saying? Yeah. Beating a dead horse. You're literally beating a dead horse and you're telling this person, this is how you need to love me. This is how you need to approach me. This is like, why are you telling somebody how they need to love you? They should already know how to do that. That's not something you don't hand a playbook to a player. You don't hand a playbook to a player and say, here's all the things that I want and you're going to do them now, because that's cheating. If somebody is meant for you, they're going to come into your life and they're going to do everything that they need to do because they have a conscience and they're doing the right thing because they want to. So what happens here is that you're forcing somebody to love you in the near future. You're forcing a situation that already ended. For some of you in January around your birthday, for some of you in November, and some of you in May. Okay. There's a tower moment that's coming in because you keep ignoring this. Okay. And this is what leads to a conflict. Okay. I know you don't want to hear this message, but this is a warning reading for you. Okay. And I know a lot of you, again, I'm doing a lot of these readings and it's the same energy over and over again because there's so many red flags. There's so many red flags flying through the air that everybody sees them as green flags. And it's sad, right? Because, when we get the red flags, we should honor those red flags instead of lying to ourselves. And this is what keeps you feeling stuck. That's what your challenge is. Let's get some advice for you. Harsh reading, but I should title this Only Watch If You Want the Truth. Okay. So what is the advice here for you? The advice here for you is the 3 of Pentacles, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. Your biggest piece of advice is very clear. Your biggest piece of advice is to focus on the things that make you feel alive, the things that make you feel that you are part of a group, the things that make you feel that you're doing something bigger than yourself. This is what is going to be a part of your destiny. The more you ignore the things that make you feel good, the more you ignore the partnerships, the collaboration that is coming into your life, the more you miss opportunities. Stop focusing on the things that are not meant for you. Stop forcing something here that isn't for you. Stop going into stores, trying on shoes that don't fit you because they look good. Only put on the shoes that you feel great in and that also look good, right? Don't force a situation, because the more you force a situation, the more you miss out on opportunities. This is about your healing. It's about getting yourself to a level of confidence again. Some of you have lost your confidence in this mess. This is about pouring into yourself, working on yourself, eating right, sleeping right, exercising, doing all of those things in self-care. And what that's going to do for you, Aquarius, is you're going to attract like-minded people, the people that are actually a part of your destiny, instead of entertaining the people that are not. Okay. So Aquarius, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for tuning into this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.